Monday night game. We got the 49ers and the Jets. The 49ers are favored by 4.5. The over-under on this one is 44. Thoughts on this one?
I'm taking the Niners. For as much as I didn't like it for the Rams and Lions, for some reason I don't mind it for the Niners and Jets. Like defensive game, yes, but I do think the Niners are going to find a way to put this one away here late. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's a tie game and if it's a late touchdown that does it, right? With, a minute and a half left or whatever, and then their defense is just able to keep Rodgers and company out of the end zone. But I think it's going to be a good game. I'm taking the over just barely. Again, it wouldn't surprise me, 24, 20, 20, 28, 24, 27, 20, something in that kind of realm. Again, late scoring to be able to kind of put this over the top for the Niners. But I think it's a good Monday night matchup uh, with some defensive juggernauts, if you will, that we haven't seen in week one just yet.
Right. Guys, I'm on the Jets side of this, just from the same standpoint that I was on. I switched over to the Rams, right? Like that four and a
Mhm.
half. Just I don't want that 4.5 in the hook, right? Like that's just no, thank you. So I'm gonna lean
Yeah,
on the
it's a dirty
Jets.
hook.
Yeah, not for the faint of heart, that's for sure. So I'm gonna lean on the Jets here. I do think the under, right? Like this is two teams that have two incredibly good defenses. Yeah, they both have some good offenses, but I think that we're going to see this thing really come to play, and this is going to be yeah, this is going to come down to somebody having to make a play to ultimately win their win their team the game. So I do think that this is going to be the under on this one. I'm not going to surprise me if we look up and this is a 24-20 matchup. Like I could see a push on the totals on this one. I'm leaning the Jets just sort of being a closer scoring on this one. One of the props that I really like is CMC to go under 75.5 rushing yards. You've got kind of a couple of factors playing into this one. One, going up against an incredibly tough Jets defense. I think that they're going to do everything they can to try and slow that down and really trying to do what they can to make Brock Purdy beat them when it comes to this. I do also, also a little bit of concern, a little bit of pause over some of the injury with CMC kind of that has just kind of lingered throughout the offseason here and that soft tissue, the calf type of thing there. And really, I don't think we're going to necessarily see San Francisco really try and push him unless absolutely necessary here in week one. And I think they're going to try and slow play that a little bit more to preserve their superstar here.
Yeah, I think so. He's questionable on the injury report, right? Just due to the calf injury and them just not having him play 100% of the practice. So NFL guidelines state he has to be questionable um, because he did sit out a portion of practice or whatever. But that's neither here nor there. But I do agree with you, Derek. I think CMC is going to be used maybe a little bit differently here in week one, maybe a little bit more in the passing game, so it's not just quite the grind. I think you'll see Jordan Mason take some of those big hits up the middle and let him try and smack around or get smacked around one or the other against this Jets defensive front. Um, so for my prop, I'm going to go on the other side of the uh, field, and I'm going to take Brees Hall over 24 and a half receiving yards. We've seen Aaron Rodgers be able to do this with Aaron Jones in Green Bay many, many times. And Brees Hall is an overall more talented back. So it would not surprise me to see him be put in a couple really good spots to receive the ball in open space and get down the field for some chunk yardage.